Atlanta Fashion Week is here. One of many events taking place for fashion lovers is the Atlanta Fashion and Polo Classic. It's an annual event which kicks off today through Sunday, and it's a mix of fun, class, and also, most importantly, community. The Polo Classic also serves as a fundraiser for the Ride to the Olympics Foundation, which is a nonprofit organization that provides opportunities in equestrian sports for underprivileged youth. So to talk more about this weekend's event is Miguel. You're here. Miguel Wilson is here to talk about everything happening this weekend, and
yes,
you came in style for
Thank
us.
You, well,
you set the tone for Fashion Week.
Hey, it is Fashion Week.
Exactly.
Right.
So tell me, what can we expect this weekend? You have an entire lineup of events going into Fashion Week, really setting the tone for what to expect.
We're going to have a phenomenal fashion show Saturday night, tomorrow night at the Thompson Hotel, which is a beautiful hotel in Buckhead, and that's going to be from 7 to 11. Live entertainment, DJ, cigars, good time.
And this is your 6th year hosting this event. What was the inspiration, the brains behind the entire weekend for you?
Well, the main event is Sunday, and that's the Atlanta Fashion and Polo Classic. It's our 6th year. Bentley has been our sponsor all 6 years. The inspiration behind it was that I wanted to do a luxury event that focused around the African American culture, though. So I think too often that a lot of things that happen that are on a high-end level don't include us a lot of times. So I wanted to do something where we had black chefs being featured. We only serve black-owned spirits, which is, I think, an opportunity for a lot of people to try the spirits that generally never get the attention or get marketed to them. So, and then we have polo. So we have some great players all around the country. I'm really proud that I have some great friends here in the Atlanta area that's always played with me. But this year, in addition to them, we have several black players coming in from around the country to play.
And this event, you have a wide variety of events happening throughout the day. For the main event on Sunday, you have a polo game taking place, a fashion show, and throughout that whole experience, you have the food. As you mentioned, the spirits,
entertainment.
It's a time.
Yes, it is. Yes, we have a lot of great entertainment there as well in between the polo and the fashion. But we're featuring some great designers from around the country. So it's not just the Miguel Wilson collection.
And let's talk about the youth, which is the initiative behind this whole entire weekend for you. Talk about the Ride to the Olympics. So
I started the Ride to the Olympics Foundation because as a kid I grew up in an environment that wasn't the best environment. And being exposed to horses at a young age really changed the trajectory. I think, number one, it occupied my time and kept me interested in reading books and so forth. But it also exposed me to a lot of great people that I otherwise would have never met. So I wanted to do the same thing for kids locally. So here in Atlanta, DC, where I'm from, and down in Miami, we have initiatives with organizations such as the 100 Black Men Boys and Girls Clubs, where we bring kids out and expose them to polo and horses and try to give them opportunities to take their riding to the next level.
And that's something, as a kid, you wouldn't expect to have that experience, especially if you come from an area that they consider low income. You know, and it's considered, equestrian sports is considered a high-end type of sport. You know, what is the reaction? You know, what do you see in these kids when they get an opportunity to interact with the horses and play a game of polo?
Well, just the interaction with horses alone is therapeutic. I just think I find it to this day that just being around horses and in that environment is very special. Kids who are not accustomed to being around that, you can see it in their eyes, how they light up. It's a special moment for a lot of them. And I just remember it as a kid, that same emotion. You know, playing polo. Polo is considered the king sport. It's probably the most difficult sport to have access to of any sport due to the resources that are required in land and space, but also in horses. So it's not something that the average person could do, and definitely not a kid from an underprivileged environment. So that's who we focus on. We want kids who, you know, 2019 we started the Morehouse Polo team.
Oh, really?
Which is the only HBCU polo team. Those kids were not my target market. You know, their parents were all right, and they're in college. I want to take kids who may be at risk of going to college or at risk of being able to move forward in life and a lot of things, and give them opportunities. So, you know, I always say we have a lot of basketball and football players, you know, in our neighborhoods, but we don't know how many professional polo players we have. And the only way we find out is give kids an opportunity.
Exactly. And we want people to attend this event so they can help
Yes.
support the Ride to the Olympics.
Yes,
This
it is.
initiative to get more black
Right.
and low-income kids into equestrian sports.
Exactly.
So tell us, how do we attend? You know, what do
Yes.
they need to know to get a ticket?
So while it's focused around African American experience and culture, it's open to everyone.
Yes.
And I want you to come experience and see what we do and how we do it. You can get tickets from our website, which is Atlanta Fashion and Polo Classic.com. Also, I have an Instagram page, Miguel Wilson Collection, and there you can tap on the link in my bio.
Thank you, Miguel, so much for joining us this morning and telling us about the Polo Classic event. So if you want to get a ticket, all you have to do is head over to our website. We'll have all the links and everything you need to know to purchase a ticket so you can go out and experience Atlanta Fashion Week and the Polo Classic.